Now, as far as my plan to bounce back from my own failure, we did 4 things to really get serious and stack the dice in our favor for the final launch. First of all, we fixed the connection point with more of a sheath design that could handle the bending moment. And then at the right altitude, it would autonomously separate the 2 halves with a black powder charge. Second, we ran some vacuum and temperature tests on a raw egg. There's no air pressure and it's really cold in space. So if you don't do something to protect the egg for the 2 hours it takes the balloon to get up to space, it will freeze and crack the egg every time. So we tested some heaters in our egg chamber and proved that they keep the egg warm enough. Third, we built redundancy into our system. When NASA sends something to Mars, they can't go there to fix it, so it just has to work. And for that reason, a lot of critical systems have backups. Even the part of my own hardware and Curiosity that accepted a dirt sample from the arm into the belly of the rover had 2 doors that opened to the exact same place in case one of the doors ever stopped working. In our case, redundancy meant making a 2-foot wide custom beach ball that we would stuff with a second egg surrounded in packing materials with a 20-foot streamer on the back we would just drop like a rock. It would be dead simple. No parachutes to deploy, no autonomous timing sequences, and no fancy mechanisms. This would be our redundant, yet I would argue kind of boring, second chance opportunity to land a safe egg. And fourth and finally, we went to a local crane yard to test both our solutions at their respective terminal velocities, starting first with the beach ball.
Come on, baby! Oh! She's alive!
And after that, we tested the final landing configuration of the rocket.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! By the way, the actual rover parachute held perfectly. Mwah!
And so after all that, we made the 6-hour trek back to the desert for what I was really hoping would be the last time.
Hey guys!
After 4 failed attempts, we had learned so much, which left me feeling cautiously optimistic. And right out of the gate, we got 2 bits of really good news. The first relates to that super delicate zero pressure balloon we had to reuse from the last launch because there was no possible way to get a replacement. Just barely touching the balloon leaves it stressed and creates a weak point for it to tear, so I was obsessively checking the fish scale reading that would give us the verdict.
The force reading is 37.6 kilograms of buoyancy force pulling this up. Importantly, it's not changing. If it were changing and going down, that means we would have a leak, but it's holding steady at 37.6. That's a big deal.
And the second piece of good news is my buddy and warm-blooded good luck charm Al Chen had arrived.